Do your workouts feel more productive during certain times of the month? Have you noticed a change in your strength or energy levels during your period or during ovulation? If so, you're likely not imagining it. For people who have monthly periods, the rise and fall of hormones over the course of a month may impact your motivation, your endurance, and your power. So, if you're training with a goal in mind, when is the best time to push yourself? And when is the best time to back off? First, let's review the menstrual cycle. For the purpose of this video, we will use an average 28-day cycle. But remember, cycle lengths vary greatly from person to person, and as a result, each phase may occur at a slightly different time. Your cycle begins the first day of your period, and menstruation usually lasts 3 to 5 days. This is known as the menstrual phase of your cycle. The follicular phase usually spans days 1 through 14, or up until you ovulate. This is a period of time when hormones like estrogen are increasing as your body gets ready to release an egg. In a 28-day cycle, ovulation occurs around day 14. The exact day for you will depend on the length of your cycle and in the variability of the length of your follicular phase. The luteal phase of your cycle starts after ovulation and lasts about 2 weeks until you get your period. During this time, some of your hormones are at lower levels than they are during the first half of the month. Others are having a peak, and some are having a second peak. For some people, adjusting their exercise routine to accommodate hormone levels throughout the month can offer better results. But there are a few things you should know about cycle syncing before you begin. Number 1, the research is very limited. It wasn't until 1990, yes, only a little more than 30 years ago, that the National Institutes of Health opened an Office of Research on Women's Health. And it wasn't until 1993 that researchers were mandated to include women in their clinical trials. Until only recently, topics that specifically pertain to women have been severely understudied, underfunded, and misunderstood. There just isn't a lot of conclusive research yet that pertains to how the menstrual cycle impacts exercise performance. Number 2, individual cycles differ greatly, and therefore, so does the way we feel. How long we cycle, when we ovulate, our hormone levels throughout the month, and how we experience symptoms is so unique to each of us. As a result, it's challenging to make generalized exercise recommendations according to the menstrual cycle. For example, one person might not be able to get off the couch during their period, and another might feel a surge of energy. Number 3, the first half of your cycle is a great time to ramp up. You may feel like your performance in both endurance and resistance training continues to improve in the follicular phase, when estrogen levels are climbing. Listen to your body and still make sure to make time for recovery. Number 4, hormones peak around ovulation, which may boost performance. Estrogen, testosterone, luteinizing hormone, and follicle-stimulating hormone all peak just before ovulation, which might offer you more energy, more strength, and even a better mood. Number 5, recovery is hindered in the second half of your cycle. During the luteal phase, take stock of how you feel before high-intensity exercise. Prioritize recovery days and go easy on yourself if you feel like your performance is impacted by fatigue. Number 6, your body gives the best information. For some people, syncing exercise with their menstrual cycle may help them feel more productive during their workouts. For others, the benefit may be minimal or not noticeable at all. To figure out what works best for you, start by learning about your own body. Tracking your cycle and your symptoms month over month may offer insight into when your body is prepared to take on heavier workouts and when it's better to prioritize rest and recovery. Listening to the wisdom of your own body is a key component of health. Getting to know your own cycle and tailoring your workouts to the information you collect will give you the best results for your unique body. Let us know if you've tried cycle syncing and what has worked for you. And as always, we hope you'll visit Healthline Fitness again for more evidence-based health information. See you next time.